After earning a fortune in the COVID era, it is now a sharp departure from the previous 2 years for the world's richest people who have registered a sharp decline in their wealth in the first half of 2022. According to a recent study, these world's 500 richest people have seen their wealth go down by $1.4 trillion in the first 6 months of the current year. And one of the main reasons for this drop in wealth is the sharp fall in share markets globally, which has led to the erosion in the billionaire personal valuation and wealth. The decline also marks the steepest 6-month drop ever for the global billionaire class. Billionaires who have witnessed a decline in their wealth include Tesla chief Elon Musk, whose fortunes plunged by almost $62 billion in the first half of this year, while Amazon's Jeff Bezos has seen his wealth erode by $63 billion. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg's net worth has slashed by more than half to around $66 billion. Luxury goods giant LVMH's Bernard Arnault lost more than $50 billion in the first half of the year, while Microsoft Bill Gates has also lost $20 billion since the beginning of the year. However, during the period of the pandemic, the wealth of these tech czars swelled as governments and central banks unleash unprecedented stimulus measures in the wake of the pandemic, increasing the value of everything from tech companies to cryptocurrencies. The ultra-rich, whose wealth swelled during the COVID period, includes Tesla CEO himself, Elon Musk, whose wealth in the beginning of 2020 was $28 billion, but then jumped over 10 times to $270 billion in the beginning of 2022. Amazon's Bezos also saw his wealth increase from $126 billion in the beginning of 2020 to $193 billion in the beginning of the current year, while luxury goods giant LVMH's Arnault's wealth also increased from a whopping $105 billion in the beginning of 2020 to $178 billion in the beginning of the current year. Zuckerberg's wealth also jumped from $78 billion in 2020, then beginning to $125 billion at the start of this year. With the world stock market seeing no signs of a recovery anytime soon, analysts predict that the erosion in wealth of these ultra-rich is not stopping anytime soon. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.